Hello, YouTube. Welcome back for season 2 for the Qatar race, following the day after the Qatar sprint. It's going to be a very important race. This one, don't mind that. Don't mind that. Huh. Right. As
Not for the first time today. The drivers are lined
Actually,
up
it is for the first
awaiting
time
the
today.
lights.
The lights are gonna go off.
And it's lights out.
And
And away we go.
Dude, just mute the stream. Mute the stream. If you're gonna watch the stream, mute it. Please. As Maddie takes it in to turn one. Finaldo trying to get that gain into turn one and the complex, but he doesn't really get it. Maddie's gonna very much start gaining a lot in this pole position that he's gotten today. Very much fighting the number 19 car versus the number 1. It's gonna be very, very important how everyone is going, what everyone is doing per se. But they're hugging really close. That fight for 6th is going to be very, very close. Same thing with that fight for 4th. You know, these are the second drivers, and their first drivers are very much fighting for that gain. Do you have anything to add, Joe?
Oh, okay, my girl is in P9 too. I'm not happy.
Who's in P9?
Dirksen.
He's P19. P9 is Atmanelli. Yeah, this is alright. This is gonna be another fight immediately right after this. Matty Jr. does take fastest lap, but it's going to be Antonelli to take the race lead. Even more important there. As it stands, I think Rusty's will still lead the championship. How it was before, yeah, you can see how far they get compared to other drivers. If you want to commentate, Joe, any cameras that you need. So, yeah, it's gonna be a very crucial. Let's go a little bit down the pecking order, since I don't think that there's going to be... Here we have the fight for P18, Philip versus Dorikson. Dorikson, you know, hasn't had the best history of qualifying. You know, he hasn't qualified at all, actually. Rather rare for a rookie, but, you know. You do you. So... Antonelli does take fastest lap there. Maddie, this could be a swap for quite a while, but I think in the end Maddie could be the one that does gain, especially with those medium tires and the heavy degradation of this circuit. You can see only a few laps in. Antonelli starting to see that's like a very heavy quality lap to have there, worth of a degradation. Neither of these drivers really want to be locking up unless they want to lose their championship game. If you have anything to add, yeah. You can see how close 4th from 20th is, which is larger than I think the gap for 1st to 4th. So these two are going to be really duking it out today, especially with, you know, Yeah, this is a very important race for them. These two. I'm gonna promote my Twitch again. If you guys could please follow in the Twitch if you haven't already, that would be very great. Um, I'll have it linked on the YouTube. Yeah, as we can see, Antonelli already doesn't really have the aggressiveness that he can really use from his tires now. So, it's just Short's already at the bottom of the order. This is not how you want to be starting your season, but there's definitely worse teams to be in. AKR definitely are going to need a good race today to not get demoted from Weirs as one. Everyone is. This is a really risky race. You want to play it safe, but you also want to be really aggressive here. Back to the leaders. Thing that any commentators in the any driver anyone on the in the chat wants to commentate, you say it now and I'll read it, or if Joe wants to commentate a little bit, yeah. Well, I'm gonna do something on my second thing, so I'm gonna still be looking at it, but just on my second monitor I just have to post something real quick on the YouTube.
Can you look at the Discord, please?
With the Discord, if I open this, please don't open that on my first monitor. Oh, thank you for not opening that. Yeah, I think public and it'll be posted. Yeah, okay. So that'll be posted soon. I'm gonna start looking at the chat again. No one's really speaking on the chat. Alright. Addy Jr. now very much leading by 2 seconds. Let's look at that scramble for points here that every team's really zigging in. It's going to be a real issue if your team can't really manage to get points, especially if you can get points in the sprint. I think Brian Morris really focusing, coming back from that P8 slump that they had. You know, I think at one point they were fighting for 5th against Arrows and Fittipaldi, and then some Fittipaldi and Arrows. No, not Fittipaldi and Arrows, but Fittipaldi and what's it called? And McLaren had issues. Arrows did an exceptional job as, you know, the team that was always going to finish in the midfield. They're literally finishing in the middest place right now, P10, P11, like the average placement that a team can be doing. You know, speaking of driver changes, Joe was planned. He was shelving himself off as retirement. He was saying, "Oh, I'm only gonna come back if a team really, really needs me." That's Arrows. Arrows was in a position where their first driver was doing exceptionally well. I think they were fighting. I don't know where they finished definitely like top 10 in the standings with over 130 points, a race win, and a handful of podiums. On the other hand, their second driver, who was their second seat was always a minor issue. First it was Philip, and then it was Daniel, who was temporarily replaced by Vampirev due to medical issues. It's gonna. I think that was the peak of Vamparev's career. He got 4 points across. He got 9 points across 4 races. And now we can see Ali GK and Fittipaldi. They're Fittipaldi fighting for one of his first podiums. He's definitely had podiums before. These two, Ali GK is like a young hotshot, and Fittipaldi has a lot more experience on that end, but not at the point that they could be doing proper calls, because obviously he kept Philip at his team, who definitely struggled in the tail end of the season, the second half entirely. You know, I at the start of preseason, I was genuinely thinking, hey, this guy, he's fighting Maddie for quali. The real issue was, you know, they come and go a lot. Maddie stayed, but, you know, the great drivers like that qualify like Maddie, they come and go. Right now we're with Antonelli. I think that's going to stay for a lot longer than what Philip was doing. So that's something. Yeah. Gap to leader is 17 seconds over 20 drivers. But if you only include drivers in the points, it is apparently only 9 seconds. You can really see that in a fight for 8th here. Again, Rafa really needs those extra points after getting bottled of the day. He's gonna go in and he's gonna take P8 right there. Shoves Antonelli off the track. Which is gonna give Ravenna and Sutil a really good shot for those points today, which their teams desperately need.
What position am I?
You're P13. P13.
Yes, bro.
You're not doing the best, but there's definitely worse positions to be in. Here you are in the number, what I think is the number 296 car. 296 car. Really doing what you can here.
Ferrari.
You got Sargo, 0.4, and you have Sans 0.9, 0.8 to 0.9, which does give you the RS there. Alright. Interval here. Antonelli, I think, having the more reasonable pace. When would someone on softs be pitting? Alright. Well, I'm... Yeah, so it's about 15 laps, so these drivers could be pitting any lap now. Yeah. Could be 15 to 20, depending on the how much drivers are willing to push. Those are the teams that are really gonna... Alright, so it's gonna be Jaguar with 33 points, which is gonna get a lot. Red Bull 31. No. Oh, Rusty's 31. Yeah. Adrian Soto does get into the points right so far. Seems to get eliminated. It's starting to favor starting to really look towards the Martini Racing Point or Dynica for demotion right now. Never what you want to be saying. Never what you want to be saying, you know? AKR really showed what they could have, what they had the potential to do, especially in races like Mexico. You know, have a double podium like that. That's, especially in your first race, that's kind of crazy. And now I think they're not really pushing. I don't think there was a lot of expectations, but you know, getting within 100 points of P9 is, you know, especially in that, like, that close of a championship, is kind of scary. I think it was less than that. It's like 40 or like 7. It was definitely okay. Prime's in pits now. Okay, that, you know, these stops mean that there's, yep, yellow flag out, yellow flag. Okay, I think Sargo spun probably. Running wide. Okay, yeah. All right, team pits. Very good job. Yeah. Okay. Comes out P20. Let's see how far, because I think it's going to be a rather large gap. 9 seconds behind P19. Yeah, this is where the mediums are starting to really shine, especially with drivers like Maddie and Leglek and Schoppenbauer here, who's really trying to get those run for those points. You know, highest ever standing that that the FIA driver development program has ever been, which is second in the standings. Highest that any driver has been, which I think it's like 4th or 5th in the standings. Fourth, which is like really good for them. I want to say, as the league owner, I didn't expect like any performance coming out of them. So yeah, you have anything to say that, Joe? Say?
What was it again?
I was just talking about like what the team's expectations were, really, like points. Adrian Soto really coming up the grid. Very good luck for him.
Well, Arrow should need the points, especially for me, because I'm not so good right now.
Yeah, you know, your plan was to join a struggling team, and you know, here's you struggling in a struggling team who's actually P6 right now, fighting for that top 5 position. It would be only 3 teams are in the top 5. Right, Sargon in pits comes out 14 seconds behind Brimey. Matty Jr. really holding on to that lead here. Very, very much something.
I just lost my dog, and my mother told me I was changed so bad. And I'm a camera on her face, and say, you don't mind.
That was very insightful. Rafa enters pits. No, yeah, Rafa. No, okay. What's that? What's happening? Oh, that was not good. Not good at all. You know that? I think that was a
4.1,
minor
I think.
stall. Minor stall there. 4.8. 4.8 there.
4.1.
So puts
Yeah.
him P19. Not a lot he could have. Okay, yeah. So this is the point where Antonelli is. I think he's really using what's left of the tires. He's planning to pit probably in a few laps time. So yeah. Which followers are they at right now? Right, 25 still, but that's still good. I'm happy with 25. But I obviously want more followers. Ali GK entering pits. His first time with the team entering the pits and during a race. His team don't need the retirement, so or a bad pit stop. That was good. Worst pit stops happen.
Yay, I'm P8, yay!
You're P8, yeah, but you haven't pit yet. Of all the drivers that have to pit, Ali GK currently is leading. If he can beat Primey out of the pits. Which he does. Oh, he does! Very closely, but he does beat him out of the pits. Does he do it with a faster or slower time? That's my question. He does it with an even slower time. 2/10 slower. Now he's leading by a 10th, so if that was like any slower, I don't think he would be leading right now. He would have been in a crash, actually. So, you know, I think very good call for him to be called up from he went from being a junior, he went from being Jaguar Reserve to, you know, going to Dynaco, to going to Rusty's for a test run in Brazil, where he finished pretty well. Antonelli pitting also now. And Ali, I think, was like one of the best driver calls in a while done by especially a front running team. So that's something. Right? Good pit stop there. We have Dune here. We have Dwexen.
My God, Jorgensen.
Dwexen. Dwexen.
My.
Oh, okay. Yep. Looks like a minor issue, but everyone still has to drive now. Can Dwexen beat Copoletto out? That's not Sargo, that's Copoletto. Since Sargo actually I forgot to change the name. So also that number's fake. I hate to say it, but it's fake. So now, right now, Jaguar running 1-2 at the moment. 1-2. Very, very good for them. I'm gonna take two things out of that because of not this message in prep. It's very, Wait to not have that in my bag. I think it was this one.
No flag.
Lock up by Copoleto again.
I'm P3 for now. I'm P3 for now.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, this is Belcher's rookies. Adrian Sotel, who's not the AKR. So him being right behind Fitabaldo, I think really shows the success that the team could be doing here. There's something along those lines. I don't know. I'm watching too much Drive to Survive, bro. Season 8 came out like today. I'm already on episode 4. Oh, that's something. You gonna go to sleep, Joe? Because I know it's it's somewhat late. Not really, but it's somewhat late for you. Okay. Joe is running P3 right now with his team, so
What's out? Then I'm gonna pick and then boom, P16.
yeah, that's how pit stops work. That's an already pit, and yeah. So he's prepared. You're prepared for being in who knows who's going to be on the podium? For all I know, it could be Capuleto, Dune, and Uexum, you know?
Dirksen win, please. Let it be happen.
It could be anyone. It's probably going to be Maddie, but, who knows? Ali GK takes fastest lap. Damn, bro. So. I don't even know when this man's gonna fit. I don't think. Yeah, so top 9 drivers haven't fit yet.
16 up places or not? You stop me. You stop me. About 16 places up is
No, that doesn't
crazy.
mean that's according to the game, because according to the game, he qualified P16.
Damn. Okay.
So, he didn't.
Okay.
If I.
La 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 la. So I think the league's strong and
Yeah.
let me check Twitch actually.
Okay, a lot of people
Something's not gone right in
who
the
know that had
pits.
an issue with his pit stop. That's never good, bro. He's very much in the back. Lek now leads the race. Maybe this could be his first race win, but I doubt it. Who's in a dangerous amount of tire damage. So far, just okay. Termasif on pits now.
Yay.
it's fine that you yawned, twin. No worries. Type shit. Leg pits. Leg pits. And Schwartz also pits, which means that Joe leads a race. So that's by 3 seconds at that.
Now I'm winning the race.
Matty Jr.
Now
does take
I'm
fastest lap
Preseason.
though. And immediately picks up
Yo,
that lead,
man.
bro.
Yo, watch this. I'm gonna pick this lap. I'm predicting it. I'm
Oh
predicting
shit,
it.
shit, shit,
Just
shit,
watch
shit,
it.
shit, 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 shit. But no one saw this. No one saw this. No one saw that. Yeah. Okay, no one saw that. No one saw that. No one saw that. Like at all. Yellow flag out. Ooh. I think that's Adrian Suso out of the race there. Is he gonna pick it? Is he gonna bring it back? Okay, he's back. P19. He still has that fastest lap point that his team is gonna need. His teammate's P16. So at least he's back. But Joe, again, in a position to be fighting against Matty. But he's on older tires. And he immediately shoots for the pits.
Yeah, what
He
did I say?
technically leads
What did
for
I
one
say?
last time today. And let's see if he can bring that back up again.
Wait, what did I say? What did I say?
You were gonna go down to P16, but here let's see.
No, no. I mean, what did I say? I will pick this lap, yeah? See,
I didn't hear that,
and
but I wouldn't be surprised if you said I wouldn't be surprised if you
good
said
one,
that.
good one, good one, good one. Not good one. P14.
Every team is gonna have points after today if it stays like this, besides Martini. And because AKR is gonna have points from the fastest lap point there. So Martini is gonna really be fighting for that P10 there. Actually, I don't even know how much points, but we're gonna see who gets demoted, who gets promoted. Cha-ching. X16. Okay, I'll do X16 for a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. People just say X16 when they want to see a race happen like really quickly, bro. I don't want my races to be less than an hour long. I know it sounds like really annoying and petty, but like... Wi-Fi still matter. Rafa and Fidemaldo fighting for that. No, that's Rafa and Primey here. The number 4 car versus the number 780, if I'm correct. So. You can like see how big the gap is at this point. Alright, let's Maddie's being undermined. And if it is, it's like nothing. Antonelli's been pulling off 130s. And in comparison, Maddie has been pulling off. Oh! She's been going a little bit faster. Don't want to make this go a little faster, but I feel like Joe's scrolling on Reels or something. I don't know. Low-key. So, I think how it stands, Antonelli's going to be leading the championship by a single point after this. Which is a big deal. Because, yeah, it matters who's leading the championship. Make it, I'll make... What? that possibly be, bro? But okay, so I think today, F1 released the photos, like the cover photos for drivers. I want to see if it. Like, no, actually, no, never mind. Take it back. It's not there. Not for F1 Fantasy. Screw you, F1 app. So rudimentary, bro. I think pace is about similar for these two. What's gonna be really crazy is that fight for B19, baby! Come on, let's go.
It's so big. It's so big. Whoever watch this
Dude,
is
look
getting
at
a
how fast they're going. Look at how good they are.
Come on. Come on.
It's so peak. They're 1/10 from each other. Oh! Adrian goes into the pits. Will this help him expand the friend group, though? That's the real question.
Yo, dogs are fighting with Joe Wine. AKA me.
There probably is, but I'm not looking at it because I want to see how good this pit stop is. That was a good stop. That was a good stop. There's quite a DRS trend forming here. From P10 all the way to P16.
P20. P12.
Or P17, depending on like how you want to, do that. Whatever.
Dorson
Always
is
for like a
fine with
single
me.
point.
It will be so clear.
I don't know what he's doing. I think he's like purposely holding them back or something. Or he just has really bad pace. Because he doesn't get DRS there. But everyone ahead of him does. But I guess he does get like a really good entry into that corner.
Come on, my girl. Please no. Yes.
Sargo, no wait, Kopolito into pits.
One, two, three, four. 4.6.
4.6?
Mm-hmm.
2.8, I think. Alpha's in pits. Can only hope for a good pit stop here. I think that was a little bit of traction slip, but besides that, nothing crazy. I think to really shake things up, only thing that's gonna really help is probably a safety car. I'm gonna promote that if there's any sponsors seeing this, which I heavily doubt, but you know, that could still happen. Please contact the Instagram under We Race as one, all lowercase, all one word, underscore league, which is also lowercase, for any sponsorship things, because you know I'd love to really pay my drivers, and maybe we can even get a team based off of you. That would be cool.
Yes.
Maybe, yeah, if I could pay my drivers, that would be something. Pay constructors based on how well they perform, and then like people actually start qualifying, but it's just penny pinching.
Can I ask you?
I would do that, but like the money that I'm gonna make from like Twitch monetization is gonna be like, oh, in these past months you've made 3 cents.
Yay!
It's like, yeah, I'm definitely paying my constructor. Like, if I did that through like PayPal, I would lose like all the money from fees, and also I think the minimum amount you can pay someone through PayPal is like $1 or something. I don't know.
Can I ask something? Should I eat a food at 12:30 a.m. or wait for sahur and eat it at 5:30 a.m.?
Could you repeat the question?
Okay, so should I eat a food right now, 12:30 a.m. or wait for sahur and eat the food
If the
at
sun is down,
5:30
can you
p.m.?
not? I thought when the sun is down, you can eat. Is that not the rule?
Yeah.
Because I thought that
Look,
would make it like
this-
really simple.
Look, the sounds are going down is meant for iftar. The sun goes up, it means sahur. So by the end of the sahur, you can't eat anything until it's time for iftar.
Just wait, bro. Just go to sleep. It's gonna be a lot more satisfying. You gotta trust me on this, man. You're gonna have a lot more hunger, and
It's
then you're
gonna
gonna
be
eat more, and then when you eat more, you're more prepared for the day.
today was Friday for me, and tomorrow is Saturday.
Just,
So I
just
must
eat.
live
Just
all the day.
wait until you can eat. Wait until the allotted time to eat.
That's true though. Thanks.
Guys, fight for people.
Yay!
You could get points here.
I get a point. Yes, go.
Antonelli now in pits. This gives Matty Jr. like 10 seconds lead. I don't know. There. Fitamaldo also pitting now. Oh, not a good stop. Not a good stop at all. There's an issue with one of the bolts there. Yellow flag out. BSC's out. BSC. Oh no. This could be the end of Leclerc's race here.
And now we've had a crash.
Yeah, virtual safety car. Leclerc is out of the race. Repeat, Leclerc is out of the race.
Oh, Leg retired,
A lot of people
man.
pit, which that it took like a full lap for Leclerc to be put into last place. All right.
Dirksen could get a point. He's in P11 right. No, I can't see.
There's only 2 rookies in this
Dirksen.
entire. No, not even. I think technically since Dune drove in the preseason, like last year,
Mhm.
only Dwerkson is the only rookie. So now the closest driver is Schopenbauer in P2 by 19 seconds, bro. This is a crazy lineup. Really sucks to be any driver who's pit right before the safety car like Casanelli or Dune, bro.
2023, we're stepping.
Maybe. Nah. He just got really lucky with his strategy. Now, see, now he's pitting and he's gonna probably come out like P4. I don't know why he didn't pit during the VSC, but whatever. Yeah, at least. That was a good stop. Yep. Right. Top 4 all pit. Joe also pits. Antonelli does take the lead of the race once again today. Fittipaldi also takes fastest lap. Good job, everyone. All right. I guess hitting right before the VSC really helped Antonelli. We have 18 laps to go. He has the lead by 13 tenths. Who knows who wins, huh? Alright, Schwartz, Dworks, and Phillip now pit. Going in at the exact. Oh no. If it freezes like that, that means that there's an issue. And I think it's Schwartz with a bad pit stop. Jack Dune does take fastest lap though. Gonna really need it if he wants that point. It's gonna all boil down to this, Joe. I don't know if you're hearing this, but you gotta focus here. And you gotta listen. Matty Jr. is behind by less than a second, which means that in the straight, he is gonna have DRS. Everyone knows that turn 1 and 2 are the only places to truly overtake in this entire track. Unless you're willing to get, like, really aggressive, but still. Oh, never mind. He doesn't get the DRS. He's too slow on the pace. But on raw straight line speed, Matty does have it. And he does take that fastest lap point from June. That's really good work. So Matty Jr. is really fast in sector 2, but accidentally has the upper hand in sectors 2 and 1 and 3. So very important here. I think every team's like meeting or almost reaching their expectations of where everyone should be, like finishing in this race if it stays like this. Obviously, it's not going to stay this exact same lineup. 15 laps to go now. Also, I think low-key, the Adrian Sutil takes the fastest lap point, and George is fighting for that podium against Ali, bro. Oh, I see the difference. I was just looking at fucking... Okay, X16 for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. LGK now on that podium placement. He's gonna love that. Everyone in that team's gonna love it if he can get that. I'm Loki just watching reels on here, so... I posted the sprint race on YouTube a little, like, near the start of the stream. I'm gonna see if I can change that auto-generated. Oh my god, that is like, yes. No views, but, you know, whatever. Who's opening? Oh, there's something. I can't play that audio. I can't play that audio on the stream, but just know that I just listened to like an S tier Instagram audio. Ooh. Fight for P17, bro. It's always like the fights for like the lowest positions, bro. That go crazy. Because it doesn't, at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter if you're like P17 or P18. What matters is if you get points. I was not fighting for P2 though. That I do know. Yeah, bro. Ellie. He's here though. He's in P3, which is like an exceptional job. I want to say. He could be fighting for like race wins and maybe even the championship at some point in the season.
This race is so boring. I must leave.
This race is boring.
Wake
That's why I
me
wanted
up.
to do it for preseason, just to get it out of the way. I thought it was kind of clear why I made it preseason. Because, like, what if this was, like, late in the season and this was, like, one of the biggest deciders between constructors? Genuinely.
Sure. Well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
leave until this race ends.
Just finish the race already, bro. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Demote Martini, bro. Oh my god, I realized. Martini's the one that's gonna get relegated because you're the only one that hasn't gotten points.
Oh shit.
So,
Right, that's that.
Yeah, they've done a lot in their time in Wii Races 1. They're one of the OG teams alongside Rusty's, Jaguar, McLaren, Cadet Paul, Barrels Cosworth, and a handful of others. But yeah. And I think that's all of them actually. 10 laps to go. Dude, this is actually like the fight that, like, if this was Drive to Survive, this would be the fight that everyone's watching. That fight for P10 from Qatar. Can he get it for the team, or will they just be done for? Antonelli locks up turn 7. Well, his team needs the points. If not, they get relegated, though. So it's really a fight. Who gets relegated? Is it going to be Kong? Is it going to be Martini? Kong can't really afford this. They already have a junior team there. You can't really say, hey, it's now a fight between the junior team and the senior team. Well, Martini also can't really afford that. There's a lot on the line. It doesn't look good for the owner of a very high-end league like Legacy League and Dune, who has a lot of experience. Oh, but Sainz does have a puncture now. So any points coming from him today are going to be absolutely watched if unless he puts on the soft and he gets that fastest lap. No one's expecting him to be anything above P19 now. He comes out like so behind, he might actually be the one that 23 seconds behind V18, bro. Yeah, I guess that makes some of the teams look better, but come on. Does no one see that? Also, yeah, there's not. What the hell's Oh, okay, cool. Well, not to be sad. Maybe I think Matty Jr. is starting to pick up the pace.
There's a yellow flag now.
Accidentally. All right. Oh, George. Oh no. We're gonna be
What
seeing a
is
lot of
happening with
punchers
everybody, man?
now near the end of the race. He's been overtaken. He could
Yeah,
get lapped here. He's
yeah,
gonna hope
yeah,
if he gets lapped, it's never a good look. Coming out of pits, who's gonna be faster? Is it gonna be him? Is it gonna be Maddie? Is it gonna be Antonelli? Who knows, man?
He's gonna be playing with stepping, man.
And he gets lapped. He gets lapped. Like obviously, yeah, he can be
Yeah.
pushing all that he wants, but are those mediums? No, those are softs. Matty Jr., 8/10 into the final 6 laps. We're gonna decide how big the gap is for Antonelli to be leading. Is it gonna be 1? Is it gonna be 6 points? Is it gonna be 9? I don't know. Three tenths. They're gonna really need this. 2 tenths now. And closing. He's gonna have the DRS. He's gonna have the speed. Who's gonna come out of turn 1 leading the race? Matty Jr., while being awful, hasn't led the race in quite a while. Not since he pet. Oh, what's this? He's going for a last-second desperate move. It's all or nothing for him today. And he does take that lead, ladies and gentlemen. By two tenths. we could go back and forth, or he just has that much more pace. He has a lot more pace available for him. If he wants to burn through those tires in the last few laps, he can and will. Matty Jr. immediately just runs away. Sands does take fastest lap. Which does mean that if I am correct, it's going to be AKR that's facing demotion now, since now technically Dune is... It's going to really matter who is driver of the day. Yeah. Yellow flag out. Yellow flag. Don't think anyone's slow.
What's wrong here?
Come on,
We've got a
we have...
yellow flag here.
Oh, shit, bro. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash my computer. Oh, he takes out one of the... Oh!
That's a 5 seconds time penalty.
That has to be, bro. Genuinely, that could be the difference between promotion and relegation, maybe, but
What?
he loses the ability to like fight with his teammate for P10 against Doom, so Punk really needs that extra point, so kind really sketchy, that move. Investigation. What do we see? No penalty. Yep, 3 laps. Yeah. I don't even know what that could have been, bro. Looking at degradation. At Nanelli having issues, but that's about it. And 3 laps ago, that could be the difference between, like, fighting for the points and not. Three laps. I think it's kind of confirmed who's going to be on that in the first 2 steps, but not exactly the 3rd one there. So, oh, race control. Oh no, at Manelli and Dwexon out of the race and into a red flag into the last 3 laps of the race. I think, Joe, you see this? Ooh, going for the outside line. Oh. Not a good look. Not a good look. That wasn't even for points.
The hopes of the team start to dwindle.
That was for P12, man.
We're ready
Come on.
to get this race underway again.
Alright, let's do this again, ladies and gentlemen. 5 lights, come on.
And
they go out. And we have 17 racers. Matty Jr. leading that final lap though. But it's going to be Ali who comes into second place. And it's going to be Antonelli. Well, Antonelli falling down to P4. A lot of drivers who really lasted the distance are going to be fighting now. It's going to be essential for the championship, for promotion. So this is the final lap. Going into that second to last corner. The only guy that has more than a second ahead of the guy right behind. Matty Jr. is going to cross that line, being the race winner, ending the longest drought in this league's history of him not winning, as he goes across that checkered flag, going P1, ladies and gents.
I doubt we'll see a smile on the face of Daniel Ricciardo after that one.
Having to retire early will no doubt be a bitter disappointment.
All right. Well, that was quite a race. I'll see you, YouTube.